But we start with the tough reality of where we are in this pandemic. In the week ahead, we'll pass 8,000 deaths related to COVID-19. Our hospitals being stretched thin tonight. A slight drop in people being treated for COVID, but we're wrapping up a week where we saw a record number of patients every day. Hearing the number is one thing, but the real perspective comes from the doctors and nurses tirelessly fighting this virus. Our own Adam Waltz taking us to the front lines tonight.
From the emergency room to the COVID unit and back, Nurse Erin Woodward has seen the worst of the pandemic, and now she gives us an inside look as to how a lack of space for critical patients is affecting the rest of the hospital.
I didn't think it was this bad. I didn't think I was going to feel this way. I mean, I hear that every single day.
In July, while working in the COVID unit, she posted a long series of Instagram videos about the severity of the COVID pandemic.
The lucky ones who are recovered that don't pass away are not going back to a normal life.
Now in the emergency room, the reality of the virus hasn't changed.
You know, you get a husband and wife, the wife will drop the husband off and they'll be waving at the husband and they'll be crying as we take their loved one back because they don't know if they're going to see their loved one again.
The trickle-down effect of little to no ICU beds making its way to the ER, sometimes forcing emergency rooms to become makeshift ICU rooms.
It forces the ER to be a place that it isn't for that type of care. You know, we're holding a lot of ICU patients now. Despite
full PPE, Erin and her family contracted the virus.
Unlike anything I've ever experienced. It was a fatigue that I had not experienced in before, and then confusion. Like both my husband and I really experienced that. We just couldn't put a sentence together.
But every week, she's back in scrubs.
What keeps you going?
I'm gonna get emotional. Because we're the only people that can help. You know, we're trained to do this, and if we don't do it, who's going to do it?
And as for the vaccine, Erin says she's tested positive for COVID antibodies and is going to make sure that her coworkers get the vaccine before she does. In Phoenix, Adam Waltz, ABC 15 Arizona.